Table set, the lights are burning low. Maps are worn and dice are warm, it's time to let it go. Heroes born for just one night, then lost to legend's flame. Every tale is different, but the risk is still the same. Like closing eyes. Then fate rolls one last time.
Hey, all you role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. Welcome back to Deacon's Table. I am Chris, a.k.a. Deacon Blues, your dungeon master, and this is my table. You will see a group of players along the bottom of the screen, and these are all characters that are from our Discord community, which you can find and join yourself and become part of. And maybe be part of our next, mini adventure. You never know. But if you actually click our lnk.bio, or don't click it, but type that in, lnk.bio/Deacon's Table, it'll bring you to our socials. The top one is our Discord, and that will bring you right to us, and you come and have some fun. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, follow, and all that other fun stuff, including the little bell icon. You guys know the routine. I'm sure you've been doing Twitch and YouTube and that long enough to understand how the system works. So with that in mind, let's meet our cast of characters and figure out what's going on this evening. So starting off down beneath, we have Flicker. Flicker, who are you and who are you playing, my friend?
Hi, I'm Garrett. I'm going to be playing Flicker. He is a gear-forged hedge mage, so it's like a robot wizard, essentially. He's about 3.5 feet tall, and that's all for now.
Excellent. And next to him, we have Zahir. Who are you? Who are you playing?
I am Hugh. I'm playing Zahir. He is a desert elf warden. Think of a more fighter type druid combination, and things ready to go.
Excellent. And next to him, we have Seraphel. Seraphel, who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, everyone. I'm Ren. I'm playing Seraphil Velas. They are a paladin slash luminary. They are essentially a keeper of a selected sort of, I guess, quest is the best way that I'll describe it for now. They're tall, they're awesome, and I'm really happy about the character. So,
Excellent. Excellent. And then, of course, down at the end there, we have Xylea. Xylea, who are you and who are you playing?
Hello there, I am Jen, and I'm playing Xylea Moonfrost Veyru. She is a level 6 Circle in the Moon druid. Wood elf. Yep.
Excellent. Excellent. Those of you out there watching may notice that not everybody has their camera active, including myself. We work along with Deacon's Table. It's all about comfort levels. If for whatever reason we're not feeling up to it, we don't have the camera. If we don't want to show our face, we don't show our face. That's just the way it works. Today, normally I do show my face, but today I'm having a bad day. So we'll just leave it at that. But we're hopefully going to change that around so I can see what kind of damage I can do to this wonderful band of. I wonder what kind of rewards and treasures I can get for these wonderful players. Yeah, exactly. So what has happened? Obviously, the homesteads are coming along. There's been an influx of some new folks around. Work is getting done. A little bit risky at times, visibility wise, but again, they're trying and they're really working to keep it down low. Whether or not they're trying to stay hidden from the folks to the north or from whatever lies to the south, it's anybody's guess. Whichever is more important to stay hidden from. Really, no one has explained that in detail. Right now, Rolvin Kale, who is the elf in charge of basically the outpost at this point. Yes, Captain Wren and Ishara Vale, they are also representatives of House Veyru. However, the person who runs things here on a day-to-day is Rolvin Kale. He has received word that workers from Hearthvale Hold have found old storage jars and fitted stone beneath a collapsed section of earth beneath an old olive grove. This olive grove isn't far from Hearthvale. It's not far from Stonefield Rise either. But either way, he has asked you guys to inspect the site before anyone removes any more supplies or ends up breaking seals on things that they shouldn't or digs any deeper. So you guys have been kind of asked to go and check it out. So heading in that direction, as I mentioned, the sinkhole that you're looking at or you're heading to is roughly 800 feet west of Stonefield Rise, so west of Xylea's location, and about 200 feet southeast of Hearthvale Hold, directly along the northern edge of the olive and cypress woodland area. But there's a little copse of olive trees that have collapsed. The ground itself has sunk into the ground. So that's there you go. The olive grove stands on a low rise of pale stone, damp grass, and dark soil. Twisted olive trees lean over the broken ground. Their silver green leaves still wet from the recent rain that had just passed. Narrow cypress trees from a dark windbreak along the edge of the woodland and beyond them. The land slopes towards East Reach Corridor. Near the center of the rise, an old stone oil press has collapsed into a circular sinkhole. nearly 20 feet across. Broken crates, torn roots, loose field stones hang along the edge. Warm air rises from below in slow breaths, carrying the smell of wet earth, mineral water, old olive oil, which, as you know, has a little bit of a rancid smell to it, and heated stone. 15 feet down, fitted stonework is visible beneath the soil. The blocks are too regular to be natural, and the layout is not dwarven in design at all. You guys have been uncovering some dwarven architecture down below, so this is not dwarven for sure. Someone built a practical hidden space here, then covered it well enough for trees and time to hide it. What are you guys doing?
Can I?
Zahir,
Sorry.
Go
Go ahead.
you can go ahead.
I was going to ask if I could roll a history check to see if I recognize the stonework.
Yeah.
Or if I would have heard it from tales of travelers or something like that,
Yeah, why not? Like, you've seen a lot of different places and, different peoples, and
it's a bit of a traveler. Natural 20. Nice. 24.
It's human.
Okay, cool.
Human folk made this. I mean, it's not precise like dwarven, and it's not fancy like elvish. It's not sloppy like some of the tribal folk would be. It's done well with the correct tools, but just again, you're pretty sure it's human made.
Okay. It resembles probably resembles something that I would have found in my what the hell is it called? The forge where I grew up, where my creator would have made machines and things like that.
From Broughton Burrows.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's a lot of earth sprites there, so it's similar type of work. It's not.
Xylea would probably recognize right away that it wasn't dwarven because she's seen a lot of those.
Yeah, everybody here now recognizes that it wasn't dwarven.
And being elvish would probably also know it wasn't elvish and make the same conclusion. But she would be a bit baffled as to why. Now, we know that about 150 years ago there was a settlement here, so as she looks around, does the age of it seem to fit with that about 150 years ago?
Can't really tell. I mean, it looks pretty old. Looks like it's been down there a while. Now it's even worse. It's covered with dirt.
That there's no way to tell, but this has to be the prior settlers that were here some 150 years ago. The humans, at least. It's because it's not dwarven work, not elvish.
Zahir would look for a way down or a tree that he could tie a rope off to.
There's trees you can tie a rope to. Most definitely, you can use anybody who wants to secure or stabilize a way down. You can either help. I'll give a help action to someone else, or you can make an athletics, a survival, or even a mason's tools would help because there is stonework you can probably use to brace things.
I can help Zahir.
Yeah, I was going to say I'll give the assist.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I allowed to help if I don't have proficiency?
If you're not proficient in one of the whatever skill he's using, no, you can't. You have to be proficient in the skill.
You said athletics or what?
Athletics, survival, or mason's tools.
Survival, I'm proficient in.
I'm not proficient in any of those.
Survival.
Okay. 26.
Nice.
Okay. You definitely are able to create a safe descent route down. You'll gain you all will gain advantage on your first check made to navigate the upper cellar safely.
Cool.
So you'll be able to do that as you go.
Okay.
So now you've got a secure way down. There's ropes and such and secured. So are you guys heading down into the hole?
Cautiously.
Yes.
Yeah, Zahir will probably lead the way down.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And we will go. Ooh. Chamber below remains remarkably intact and goes well beyond where the hole has collapsed. Stone shelves line the walls beneath shallow arches blackened by age but untouched by the collapse. Clay jars rest undisturbed beneath centuries of dust, or at least a century. Thin channels carved into the floor carry trickles of water towards narrow drainage grates near the far wall. The construction is practical rather than ceremonial. The shelves sit at human height. The walking space is wide enough for crates and hand carts. Reclaimed dwarven blocks support the strongest arches, but the mortar lines, storage niches, and patched repairs were obviously shaped by human hands. The air is warm, and surprisingly, where you're standing, not stale, just warm. Somewhere beneath the floor, old channels still breathe through the stone. Near the back wall, dust has been disturbed in long, shallow scrapes, leading towards a shelf half collapsed in front of a narrow maintenance passage. What are you doing?
I would check the lighting in here. Is it just light coming down from the hole?
Right now it's just light coming down from the hole. Okay. I know you see lanterns in the picture, but right. Bear with me, guys.
So I would, of course, light up my bioluminescent light rock as I move further down the hallway.
So you're just heading down the hall?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything? Flicker?
Can I investigate some of the clay pots? Maybe like lift one up very carefully and see what's inside?
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check.
I would love to.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sadly, I would go over and look at the shelf that's collapsed.
Okay. So you can make me an investigation as well, Ilya.
I will add guidance because I can. 10, 13, 16.
You're okay with 16, Ilya. How'd you do?
I haven't rolled it yet. Second. And what am I rolling again?
Investigation. Yeah.
With guidance.
I love that.
No, I did good. I do have guidance, so I might as well use it.
Yeah, use it. Absolutely. Might as well. You have it.
That's a 17.
Nice.
Oh, okay. So between the two of you, there's a lot. Like, I mean, there, as you can even see in the picture, it's designed to, there is a lot of stuff here. You're finding sealed containers of mineral preserved olives, like olive paste packed beneath wax seals, dried citrus peels, salted river fish strips, smoked eel packets in oil, grain paste bricks, dried root meal. Like, I mean, there's tons. There's oil and preservation supplies. There's medical and practical supplies, trade and utility storage. You're finding spare clay fittings and bronze pipe collars that you recognize from the dwarven stuff that just kind of sitting on shelves. Rusted old tool heads wrapped in oilcloth, trying to get rid of the rust and bring it back to life. There's a few strange things there you're not quite sure of. There's like a black mineral slurry in this one. I mean, you look at it, it's like a glass container, a glass jar, and as it's really faded with age. But as you look at it, you're pretty sure that it's grainy looking and black and dark, and it's thick as it moves around. And the jar is warm to the touch.
Interesting.
Can I roll a perception check to see if there's any movement or anything going on around us?
Okay, are you following along, because Zahir has started moving down into the deeper area of the chamber? Are you with Zahir, or are you still with Xylia and Flicker?
I'd say I'm moving towards Zahir, but not too far away from the others, just in case.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Right. Oh, that rolled off the table. That's gonna be a really nice one. Dirty 21.
Okay. You're kind of walking towards Zahir, and you're listening more intently, and you feel that warm air flow, but it's a breath of warm air, kind of just breathing out. And then you hear it once, and you feel it, and you hear it again. About 10 seconds later, 30 seconds later. But as you're just getting to the edge of where you're still about maybe 20 feet from Flicker and from Xylia, you hear a tapping from behind you, back where Flicker and Xylia are. Flicker and Xylia, you hear a tapping from one of the shelves.
From one of the shelves?
Yep.
Okay, I would move to where the tapping is and see if I can identify it.
I will keep my
You
distance.
see a shelf with a bunch of odd containers and jars on it. Most of it looks like the stuff you were looking at before. Another one is kind of like a clay jar with a twine around the top and wax on the top of it. It has been sealed. You look at it, and it's quiet. There's no sound. But all of a sudden, from that jar,
Yeah.
Pick up the jar and hold it up and look at it, see if I can see inside it.
oh, here, you can't see inside of it. It's a clay jar. You're again, you can't see in it, and as you're moving it, all of a sudden you get just more taps. No, it's not really in a pattern or code. More random and chaotic, but just increased like the amount of taps you're hearing.
It seems a tiny creature might live inside this thing.
Let's hope it's tiny.
Well, it's a small jar.
Oh, well, yeah, but Flicker
Yeah, you never know.
Objects that can hold bigger things than they appear.
Yeah.
What do you all think this might be?
You think you've played in a couple of my adventures before?
She would show the jar to the others and ask what they think it might be.
It's tapping like crazy. Like,
I believe that.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, Serpa would have said, I believe that that perhaps we shouldn't be messing with the jar until we understand a bit more about the place, especially since it's been abandoned for quite a time. And he kind of gestures to everything around him.
Does Xylia feel anything about the jar? Because, being a druid, she's kind of, how dare something be trapped in a jar? I've got to see what it is.
You hear something. It could be anything. It could be something trapped in the jar. It could be an animal. It could be a bug. Well, if it's an animal and it's been in the sealed jar for over 100 years, I think you might have a bigger problem on your hands.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. Actually, anything been in a sealed jar for that long, I think you might have a bigger problem on your hands.
Does she think that the jar was sealed properly, or is it possible that a small mouse or something running along got into the jar?
You are a person that has pottery skills.
Yes.
Your pottery check. as you're looking at this. And as you're looking at it, by the way, so here, are you still heading down the hall, or did you turn around and go back?
I would have turned around and go back. I have a passive perception of 20.
Yeah, you would notice that. Well, okay, Serapha was behind you, but then all of a sudden now they're all still back there. So you head back. So I need everyone that is here to make me a Constitution saving throw as Xylea is really examining the jar, and all of a sudden some of the dust that's caked on it just kind of goes poofs into the air.
Can I ready
I rolled a
firebolt?
22.
Can you ready a firebolt? Yes, you can.
Just in case anything happens.
So here rolled an 18 for Constitution.
Ooh,
Constitution.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Serafal unfortunately rolled a 10.
Okay. And Xylea, what did you roll for your con save?
I rolled good. Con save. Skill. Where's my saves? So your con save, if it's not one of your proficiencies, would just be the modifier. It'd be the modifier added on, right?
Yeah, that's it. You just don't get to add your proficiency.
So that's a dirty 20.
Okay. So only Serafel. Serafel, you are blind. You can't see anything. You got some of that dust in your eyes, and it's just like you can't see. You will also take note that on your next perception check, you will have disadvantage. As even if your sight returns, it'll be a fleck of dust in your eye or whatever, just kind of throws off your gaze. But for right now, you are currently blind.
Sorry, Serafel. I didn't know the dust would do that. Funny,
Now, what did you roll on your pottery check?
Closed my eyes soon enough. I rolled a 22.
Okay, you do determine that it was not sealed properly. There's a small gap that would allow air in or out of the jar.
So does she think it's possible that a small creature running along more recently could have gotten themselves trapped in the jar?
Probably, if anything, it might be some kind of an insect. But you don't think it would be an actual creature. Because, again, a creature would need to eat, even though now you determine it can't breathe, but it would need to eat. If it was an insect of some kind, small microbes or whatever can get into the crack. You never know what they eat. It's hard to say. Like,
you know what? Just open it up. Whatever. What's the worst?
Should I?
It's kind of one of those situations of like you want to rip the Band-Aid off immediately or not.
Fortune
And I think
favors the bold.
Right.
Okay. So she reaches down and she cracks that open a bit. Watch out, everybody. Cracks open the seal a bit.
Meanwhile, Seraphil's just there wiping their eyes like,
I can't see what's happening.
Well, so here,
They're
once
facing
you're
away
here-
from the jar. Like, hey, is everything okay, guys?
I will. So you're holding the jar, Xylea. I definitely want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's funny.
That is a 16 plus 5. 21.
21. So you don't completely drop the jar or jump back as you crack the seal. And you know those skitterers that you've seen in the other places
Mm-hmm.
that are about the size of a giant rat?
Oh.
Yep.
These are about the size of your pinky fingernail. And there's about 100 of them. And they scurry out of this thing and they just into the cracks in the walls and away and across the these little critters that are just
Nope. Nope.
They just everywhere. Like they go down your arm and onto the floor and away. Like they're just
Well,
Flicker's like, nope. Gross.
Nope, don't do
How do you
bugs.
think they all got in there, and why? She says as she's brushing herself off.
Seraphil still facing the opposite direction.
Yeah.
They're gonna go.
So there were a bunch of tiny little critter insects in there.
Oh,
Yeah, be happy
were-
you didn't see it.
oh, I like insects. Were they
They've-
cute?
they've
and adorable, or were
disappeared.
they-
They're kind of like those skitterers that we saw down in the forge. When we,
But tiny.
Ah,
Oh.
but tinier.
Baby.
so
So
perhaps
here
not as
now, noticing
Maybe baby
that
ones, I don't know.
blind would cast lesser restoration on Seraphil.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you.
You can see again.
Does the disadvantage still
Yep.
pertain? Okay, just making sure so I don't erase it.
As I said, it'll be something like along the lines of a fleck of dust that was still stuck in the corner of your eye. Just kind of gets in the way. That's what it's meant to do, right? So at this point, they've all scurried away. A large majority of them scurried towards the end of the chamber there, where you've seen those scratch marks in the dust, going into what looks like a collapsed corridor. Majority of these little insects you see scurry across and down the floor and out. So that's what you see. And there's obviously going to be some stuff here you're going to acquire when you're done. Like there's stuff.
The way that the bugs are scurrying out, I guess since I can kind of see, is there like a certain direction that they're all heading towards, or are they just all scattering and disappearing?
Well, they scattered everywhere into cracks and onto shelves, but a big chunk of them went towards the end of the room where I had mentioned that there was some scratch marks in the dust on the floor, and that is heading towards like a collapsed corridor space.
Well, Seraphil is gonna kind of gesture towards that part of the room where the scratches are, and they're gonna say, "Well, the insects seem to be going that direction. If we intend on finding adventure, I believe that may be a good start."
That sounds logical to me.
I agree. Let's move down the hall.
Okay. So you head down the hall, and you get to that spot, and behind like a half collapsed shelving that's there, a narrow passage is what it's blocking, and it descends beneath this cellar room. It goes down. The walls are ribbed with fitted stone supports older than the human chamber. The corroded pipes run along both sides like dark veins. Small maintenance alcoves hold cracked valve wheels, ceramic plugs, and stone pressure markers worn smooth by time. Very similar to the dwarven stuff you found. But this is, again, as I said, it's below the human structure and it's older. Pale roots push through several seams in the masonry. They do not hang loosely. They press inward, warm and slow, as if the wall is resisting the living weight from beyond it. Every few moments, the stone gives a faint vibration under your feet. Further down, a long arch opens into a service junction. Something clicks in the dark ahead. Then another sound answers it. Small and many legs scraping against warm stone. What are you doing?
I will begin clearing away stuff from the shelf to open up the entryway.
I will help.
Keep a lookout
Right.
for the potential skitterers that are down the
Okay.
that way.
So you clear it away, and you guys head down, and you're approaching that junction area, and you still hear the sounds.
Are there any like labels on? You said there were like dials and wheels and whatnot, right?
Nothing that would be left on them, like that you can make.
No, but okay, so there's no way I can tell what they are for. Or
it looks, as I say, it looks similar to the dwarven stuff you've seen before.
Yeah.
But it also looks very similar to some of the gnomish stuff you've seen before.
Oh.
Interesting.
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Just because I haven't been using it, and for the sake of using it at least once per stream, can I cast Divine Sense?
Nice.
Yep. And you're detecting for evil or undead or whatever.
Yeah, evil, anything that's celestial, evil, good, which are basically celestial beings, undead within 60 feet of me, that is not behind total cover. I'll be able to know what type of thing it is, just to kind of see if there's anything lurking in the darkness that we don't know about.
Yep, you're not detecting anything like that.
Okay.
At the moment.
Yeah, Seraphos is gonna kind of give a thumbs up, like as a way of saying, yeah, I don't sense anything bad.
As you guys are going through this area, none of you are large, so you don't have to worry about it. It's a pretty narrow corridor. Those root patches that are there, it's making this entire corridor like difficult terrain. And there are patches here and there that feel warm. Like areas when you're walking down, all of a sudden it's like warmer, and then it returns to normal, and then you get to another spot, it's like a little warmer as you're getting closer.
Oh.
Is everybody noticing this, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There was.
Curious. I don't know where this warmth is. Do you think this is tied into that old forge?
We seem to be in the area and I'd expect lava to come from somewhere and to travel somewhere. So could be from the forge.
But we're not really deep enough, are we?
We may not be exactly deep enough to be equal on level to the forge, but perhaps we may have found ourselves upon a deposit, or perhaps an eternal flame, like a furnace.
Maybe.
I still suggest we approach with caution. We know what happened the last time at the forge. That was a tough battle, so let's all move with a bit of care.
Don't think I was there for that.
Oh, well, we fought a
right.
huge monster, and it was interesting.
Oh, okay.
It's like a golem, an iron golem of sorts. Construct.
Flicker's gonna be
I like
like
that description better. It's this really large, and it was interesting. I love that description.
Like a
Flicker's gonna turn around for a second and be
larger-
like, yeah, I got a thing in the oh, forget it.
Fair enough.
So you go a little further, and you finally, because your light again shines into this open room, and the far end of the corridor far end of this chamber is still dark at the far end, but there's all kinds of like stone and broken pieces and all kinds of stuff like everywhere. It looks like debris. Just been sitting here, and amongst it, you're hearing sounding a lot louder than those little.
So maybe we have regular skitterers ahead, do you guys think?
Could be.
They're not really ahead at this point. As you enter into this chamber, it's to your left, to your right, above you. You're hearing it. Yeah, you're hearing them pretty much all over.
Well,
It doesn't sound like hollow tappers, does it?
No, hollow tappers is like a very specific, like they'll tap on something solid like a pipe or a piece of heavy pottery, or something that will give that sound distinct.
Okay. I will, I guess, look around with my elven dark vision and light source to see if I see anything.
You don't see anything as it is in the room. Actually, what is your passive perception?
20.
You can't see exactly what they are, but there is things in the debris and behind chunks in the wall and probably behind bits of vine that are coming down from the ceiling. There's something moving in there.
Okay. Well, I would mention that I sense or see there's something moving around all around us. Several somethings. Ask if anyone wants to continue forward or try to go back up.
Was there another way that we had seen, or does
Nope.
this appear to be the only way?
The only way in.
Well, seems like we don't have much of a choice.
It's the only way in,
I
it's the only way out, too.
Caution, like it. Does it seem like they are aware of our presence? I guess that's kind of hard to tell, though, isn't it?
What are you doing to try and determine that?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I don't really have anything right now. I don't know.
Oh, goodness.
I guess we just
I could always use my perception check.
Oh, what was that, Serapho?
I was making a joke. I said I could always use my perception check at disadvantage.
Xylia, you doing anything specific, or just carefully continuing
I would
forward?
probably would just be trying to use my perception to see what I see ahead.
Okay. You go a little bit further ahead, and you guys are being cautious. So you're not quite as close as this, but this is what you see at the end of the chamber.
Oh, wow.
It's still probably about 100 feet through
Nice.
this massive chamber, is what you see. However, as you're going, that sound now that was around you, that is now behind you, sounds like it's getting louder and more centralized behind you. Who is looking at what? Are you continuing looking at that door or something at the end?
So here would look behind us.
Yeah, that was. I'm gonna turn around.
If we hear
Anybody
something
else?
coming, I'd probably turn to look behind us.
Seraphel?
Yep, Starfall is gonna. Well,
Oh no!
yeah, they're definitely gonna turn around. That's the skin
And
that are
like,
assuming it's
with
coming.
those little tiny things that I said, that's what they were as babies, and this is them now. They look like this up close.
Nope.
Yummy. That is
And
a
they're
lot of
coming out-
protein right there.
They're coming out in clusters. They're coming out like you got a huge, like a swarm, but because they're not flying, they're a cluster of these stone vein crawlers. They're not a skitterer quite. They look very similar to them, but they are definitely nasty looking. And there is 3 that you can see of these clusters that look just like that coming out at you. And that will be initiatives.
Oh, never mind. We can't run.
Well, that could be on your initiative.
There's not a lot of room to.
You can definitely run on your initiative if you like.
Where?
We'll see how everyone goes.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, so that is. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track of where each one is from. So that's fine. Okay, so let's go with Flicker.
17.
Nice. And Zahir.
26.
Seraphel.
14.
Zalia.
12.
12. Okay. Top of the round. Zahir, what are you doing? You got one to your left, group coming out from the left, group coming out from the right, and a group coming down from the ceiling.
Okay. So I will, as a bonus action, enter Guardian stance.
Okay.
And then cast Nature's Grasp on the group to the left. That's a DC 16. What is it? Strength saving throw.
Nice. Okay. So you're doing it. Sorry, on which group were you doing it on? The left,
group,
right, or
the left?
The left. Okay. 14.
Okay, it's a DC 16 strength saving throw for.
Okay, so they failed the saving throw,
and they're restrained for 1 minute.
It's 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a long time. All right. That brings us to it brings us to the guys up on the ceiling, and they are targeting Xylia. A whole group of them just kind of climb down off those vines that are poking through the ceiling and the roots, and literally just jump on you like these giant lice, basically. Yes, that's what they were inspired after, but anyway. Just saying. And they do come down on top of you, and they make... Ooh, dear. Didn't know they could do that.
Dear.
Nope. That's no good. Uh, 20? Dirty 20?
As far as a hit, of course.
Okay. So you got scratched with one of their long mandibles, where you will take 14 piercing damage.
14 from those little things? Wow.
I don't know if we could call them little, though.
And 4 acid damage.
Wow.
Well, consider what they are. They're a cluster of them. So it's basically the equivalent of a swarm of giant rats. So when I get 14 points, you're being scratched essentially probably 14 times by these things. There's just so many of them. That was his action. 20. And then we're at Flicker.
Can I cast Thunderwave on the group to the right?
Group to the right. Yes, you can.
Need to make them to make a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 14.
Where's their saves? Constitution +3. 16.
Beats my 14, so they take half damage though.
Okay.
So they take 5 thunder damage.
5 thunder?
I believe. Yeah, 5 thunder damage. And they are not pushed 10 feet away, unfortunately.
Not a problem. Not a problem at all. That was on 17, and now it brings us to Seraphel. You're up.
Torn between two actions, but since I have new toys, I would like to try the new toys. Seraphel is going to go towards the middle with Xylea. They're going to raise their shield, and they're going to release their once per long rest shield action. So it's a DC 14. They're going to, if successful, basically, it's going to push the animals back and set them as prone, assuming that they fail the DC. Unless I'm forgetting something about the shield.
Okay, so you got to be successful. So.
Yep. Wait, I have to be successful, or they have to
So
roll? Because I think that's a DC 14 save.
What's the save though?
You know, I probably should have written that down. I just remember it being DC 14.
What's the spell called?
Let me see. It's not a spell. It's the so I got a shield back in our last adventure that I remember being a DC 14 save. I just can't remember the save.
Yeah, because it makes a difference. Because with what I rolled, I rolled a 14 on 3 different ones. But then I rolled under for the remaining 3.
Fair enough. It seems like it would be more of a strength throw. Is that something you agree with?
If you know what, if it's strength, they fail.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure I write that down. Strength. Okay. Awesome. So they are pushed back and prone.
Okay. So you move them, and that was sorry. Which group was that again? My bad.
The one in the center. The one in the center attacking.
One coming from the ceiling. Okay.
The ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah, you push them back. So they're 10 feet back and prone. Okay.
I checked the chat, and it is a strength saving throw.
Is it? Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. If they pass, they get knocked back 10 feet. If they fail, they get knocked back 15 feet.
Oh, is it shield bash?
It's a shield, pressure bound shield, black iron with ceramic, +1 shield. It has an ability.
So they lost. So they went with 15.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a special item.
It's really cool.
Sorry. Neat.
Okay. So they are pushed back 15 feet then, because they did fail the saving throw, and they are prone. Okay.
Nice.
And that brings us to, that would be Xylea. You're up.
So if I'm targeting, do I target a group?
You're just targeting their armor class.
Yeah, so I can hit more than one creature with the starry wisp.
Yeah, you're not, again, their hit points and everything are all together as a group, like a swarm.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me see. Dun, dun, dun. So, yeah, that would be her first instinct, to throw up a starry wisp at the nearest group.
Okay. At this point, it would be the group to the right, because Seraphel has pushed the group that originally attacked you back 15 feet. So the group to the right is closer.
So that'd be a 19 to hit that group.
That hits.
Okay. Oops, now I lost my page. So
I got a funny feeling you guys are going to finish this adventure before.
they take
a little over an hour.
Radiant damage.
How much?
Radiant damage. Oh, that's an 8.
Yep.
So it increases by 1d8. So they take 12 radiant damage. And now they're all emitting dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay. And that brings us to the ones on the right. They're going to fight back, and they are.
Do I have any increased AC from being near Seraphil or Severe?
No, that was RT Riptide who had that ability.
Okay, well, Seraphil's a paladin. Ceradel's a paladin, so I thought maybe he had an aura or something.
I think my level. So I'm only level 3 paladin, and the aura I think comes in at level 5. I know what you're talking about. I would have to look at my.
I think you're right.
Okay, so 1, 2. So here, the group on the right, they surge forward, and they basically lurch towards you. All these insectoid things, and that is a 21 and a 22 to hit.
They both miss.
Okay.
And they both attacks take a D4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
From the shield. 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Oh.
So, okay. And that is his turn, and then that brings us to his turn. Now, do those ones that you restrained earlier, do they get a save at the end of every turn, or no?
No.
It's just 1 minute.
The way you wrote it up was it's just
1 minute their health. Okay. Yeah, just making sure. All right. And that brings us then to... I'm just going to make sure where I'm at here. Okay, so top of the round. So here, you're up.
Okay. Since I have the group to the right of me in melee, I will attack them with my big new Dwarven Forge Hammer. And does a 17 hit?
Yes. You smash a bunch of
them. So it's 10 bludgeoning, 6 fire. No, sorry. 11 fire and 5 thunder. And they need to make a DC 15 or 16 now strength check.
And they fail.
And they will be knocked back 10 feet and prone.
So these guys are now 10 feet back and prone. Okay. And that's on 26. And on 20, the group that was knocked back 15 feet came from the ceiling, they were knocked prone. They get up. They use half of their movement. And then they come back to 15 feet and they will attack the person that actually hit them with a shield. So they're going for Seraphil.
All right.
That is a 17 and a 21.
They both do not hit.
Okay, so they both miss you. All right, and that was on 20. Flicker, you're up.
I'll just toss a firebolt at the group to the right again.
Okay.
That's not good. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
Damn. I will back up.
Too many of them. You thought, I got him. No, there's a hole there.
Can I back up 15 feet, or will I take any opportunity to do that?
Nope.
All right, yeah, I'll back up 15 feet, just in case.
Okay.
I'm squishy.
Okay, that was on 17, but also on 17. All 4 of you make me perception checks.
Ooh. Where's my perception?
Guess who makes theirs at disadvantage?
Oh dear.
Me.
I know who won't know.
Yeah, right. 18.
Actually, I got an 11.
Yeah, it's not enough.
But it could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah.
What about Zahir? How'd you do?
I got a 12.
Okay, so you
Yep.
are unaware. Xylea.
Dirty 20.
Okay, so Xylea and Flicker. You're engaging these things. You do hear something behind you.
Zahir
Just
has
give
the alert feat.
Okay, so you are alert that there is something behind you.
Something behind me. I don't know what it is.
I thought there was a door that we haven't opened yet at their backs.
Yeah, and it was still a ways away. Like that was at least 60 feet away.
Okay.
That's not good.
So you haven't turned. I've been just pointing out to the fact that so here you sense that there's something behind you. Flicker and Xylea, you hear something behind you, movement. And of course you're still engaged with these groups that are in front of you. So however, one that is being engaged in the middle was Seraphil. Seraphil, you're the target of a fresh group that is coming in from behind.
Well,
A 19 and a 16.
No on both.
No on both. Okay. So they missed you. But so now you are fully aware there is a group of them behind you now and in front of you. I should have rolled. Never mind. I should have rolled advantage. Oh well, that's okay. Next time.
I'm fair enough if you want to roll them with advantage. I mean,
No, I
do have a very
already
high
rolled
on-
it. We're good. Next
All right,
round, though,
fair
I will do.
All right.
Okay, so they missed 17. That brings us to actually it's your turn,
I'm sorry.
Seraphil. It's your turn.
Awesome. Okay. I'm faced with enemies on both sides. I am also in melee, I'm realizing, so I can't really do a guiding bolt properly. So we're gonna swing a sword for a 23 at the group that I was initially engaging.
So the ones that came from the
So
ceiling.
that'll be
Okay.
Yep. So I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yes, it does.
All right, so I'm gonna roll my initial damage first. So that's 8 plus 2, so that makes that 10. Let me get my calculator out so that way I don't have to guess it. Right? That'd be a good idea.
And also let me know the
10.
kind of damage too.
Yep. So the first one is gonna be 10 slashing damage, and we're gonna do a divine smite on it at level 1. So we're gonna roll 2d8s for a total of 5 radiant damage. Not the best, but
So
not the
15
worst.
in total.
Yep. And 10 of those is slashing.
Yep.
And
Okay.
actually, yeah, that'll be all my actions for now.
Okay. Xylea, you're up.
Okay. Xylea would turn sideways to see the group behind her and look at the group ahead of her. Now, can she tell which group is larger, has more individuals?
The fresh one behind you.
Okay. And how much room between the end of that quarter and the group of our adventuring group?
The bigger group that was behind you is near that doorway at the end.
Yeah, but how far away are they?
They're right on you. They're right there.
So, and the door is how far away?
60 feet.
Okay. I thought we were closer to that door.
No, you didn't get that
So
far.
she would calculate and about 10 feet away from her and Flicker and Zahir and Seraphil, she's going to cast a moonbeam right in the middle of that group.
Okay.
They all need to make Constitution saving throws. It's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder.
22.
And dim light filling the cylinder. So each creature in it makes a con saving throw. Did you say they did a 22?
They rolled a 22.
So they're going to take half damage.
Yeah. They get a plus
Damn
5
them.
to their
Damn them. Okay. So that is 6 points of radiant damage.
Not a problem. Perfect.
And each creature will have to make that save if it enters the spell area or ends its turn there. They'll have to make the save again and take damage again.
Yep. Okay. Well, they're still gonna be in that area. Well, most of them will be probably by the end of the turn. So, and so that was your turn. The group from the right.
As a bonus action, actually, I'm gonna have her shapeshift.
Okay.
And for ease of movement, I think the lion is probably her best option.
Yeah, most likely. Okay. So you shapeshift, and so the group to the right, they were pushed back 10 feet and were prone. So they will rise up and come at you again. And this time, they didn't have much luck with Seraphil last time, so they are going to go for. And they were the group from the right. How far back did you move, Flicker?
15 feet.
Okay, so they will be able to reach you. And the one that's definitely a miss. Does a 18 hit you?
Shield.
Okay,
Not anymore.
so they jump on you, and all these little tiny scratching mandibles are just in thin air. They're just scratching off of it, and magical sparks going everywhere. Okay, so that was on 12. And now they're restrained. So we are at the top of the round. So they will make that saving throw again. And this time they failed.
Aha, so they take 12 radiant.
Okay. Yeah, every time you guys damage them, it's I wouldn't say every time, maybe every 2 times you're damaging, you're seeing that some of them drop. Like it's lowering their numbers, right?
Okay.
So you kind of get the idea of what's happening when this cluster's coming towards you. As you're damaging them, you're killing bugs, but there's still more bugs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so they've done damage. Not a problem. So Zahir, you're up.
Okay. So we have the group on the right attacking Flicker.
Yes.
Okay. I will move back to Flicker to assist him.
Okay.
And 19 plus 8 is 27 to hit.
That hits.
And it is 8 bludgeoning, 14 fire, and 16 thunder, and another DC 16 strength saving throw.
So as you're coming in and you're just wailing and you're letting these things have it left and right, and they're going flying. You see some of them fly against the shelves, and one of them flies up and smashes off the ceiling and hits the ground. and some of them scorch and their legs wither away, and then some of them get blasted away at a distance. And by the time you're done, and you stop for a second and you look, there's none of them left.
Nice.
Okay. I'll give a little thumbs up to Flicker.
So that was the group that we originally were engaging?
That was the group that came from the right.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay.
There was one
The
from
group
left.
that's from behind you is still there. The group that was in front of you is still there. And the one from the left is kind of all knotted up in this
Root system.
growth of roots and vines. Okay, so that was here. That brings us to the next one down. That would be me. And that is the one that just attacked Seraphil. This one may hit. 24. And
yeah, 24 hits me.
And a 23.
They both hit me.
Okay. It's going to suck. Where's the damage? Plus 3, 26 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And 5 points of acid damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. And that was on 20. And that brings us to Flicker. You're up.
I will turn around and upcast magic missile level 2. So 4 bolts against the ones that are behind us.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not great. 6, 7, 8, 9 force damage.
Right,
It's not amazing rolls. A 4,
Okay.
2 twos, and a 1.
Did you add the plus one?
They are officially
Oh,
bloodied
but
now.
I did not have the plus 3. I'm sorry. No, so it's 12 damage. I apologize. Thank you. I was
Okay.
forgot about that. Yeah, sorry. It's 12 force, not 9. I forgot about the
All right.
plus 3. Thank you.
That works. Da-da.
Actually, that's better. Thank you.
Flicker, and that brings us to Seraphil.
Okay.
Sure.
So we are going
Oh,
to.
no, hang on. Sorry, Seraphil. Before you
Oh.
go, the group actually from the behind you actually went. And who just attacked?
I actually cast Go Before in Initiative at level 19. I'm just kidding.
Who just attacked the one? Oh, you just
Probably
attacked.
me.
Oh no, it was Flicker that did with the magic missiles.
Yeah, just blast fire magic missile.
So they will move and go for Flicker. And that's a miss. That might hit at 15.
Just hits me. My AC is 15.
Okay.
I'm not going to use shield this time, unfortunately, so I want to save my slots. Not very many left.
12 piercing
Ooh, how about that?
and 5 acid.
17. Down to...
Okay. Now, Seraphil. Sorry. My apologies. I forgot I had two of 7.
Sorry, which damage did you say? I apologize. 12 and
5. 12 and 5. 5 acid.
I'm resistant to acid. Give me 1 second here. I don't feel like I'm resistant to acid.
Okay, so Seraphil, you're up.
All right. We are going to. let me search something up real quick. Just real quick, to see if Sanctuary really is bonus action. I don't think it is. My internet wants to be slow. Oh, it is a bonus action. Crazy. All right. We are going to. You know what? I won't do that. So, what Seraphil is going to call out, they're gonna say something along the lines of, "I'm very wounded." Just something along those lines. As a bonus action, they're gonna cast Shield of Faith on themselves, which just adds +2 to my DC. And we're gonna go and swing at the group that was crawling from the ceiling that came down.
Okay.
Does 14 hit?
Yep. 14. Yeah, no, it does not.
Okay, then yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. So that was Xylia. You're up.
Okay, so where am I in relation to everybody else? Are they all within 5 feet of me, my allies, or?
They're pretty much all around you guys. The only person that's at any distance is Flicker. He's well, I guess Zahir's a back with Flicker too. So they're both 15 feet between two groups.
Okay, let's see. So let me check.
And you guys can all move at 15 feet per, because it's all difficult terrain for you guys with half movement. So it's 15 feet. They're moving at regular speeds. So.
I'm checking in on the moonbeam. Is there still creatures within the 5 feet radius, 40-foot high cylinder of moonbeam?
And you did that on the group that was behind you?
Yep.
Yeah, there is still some.
Because I can move it.
Yeah, if you move it, you could get a whole bunch again.
Okay. It says I can take a magic action to move it.
Yeah, it's the same as a spell casting. So it's still an action.
Okay. All right, so that's what I'll do. I'll do a magic action, move it to.
Okay, and they have to make that saving throw again, and that's a fail.
All right. So they're gonna take 13 points of radiant.
Okay. Not very many of them left. There's a couple. Okay, that was 12. There's gone. They're being held still. I think they're halfway through. So, and that brings us then to the top of the round. That is here. You're up.
Okay. Since there's a group next to Flicker and I will attack it.
Yep.
13 plus 8 is enough. I believe it's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
4 fire.
Okay.
And 11 thunder.
That last tremble of just bam drops the last one. You see its carapace kind of crack from the thunder damage.
Okay. And then I will, because my boots ignore 10 feet of difficult terrain, I will move back to
The rest of the group.
Xylia and Seraphil.
Okay. All right, so you move back to them. That's the top of the round. So that brings us to that group. I'm just curious about something.
Oh,
What's the wording on restrained for the penalties?
sorry. The wording you're restrained for what?
For penalties, like for certain roles and certain actions.
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, I have it here.
It is
Speed
speed
becomes 0. Yeah, attack rolls have advantage. Attack rolls by the creature have disadvantage, and dexterity saving throws are made at disadvantage.
Okay, so it's dexterity saving throws. It's attacks. So technically, a breath
is an attack, and yes, they can make that attack. It doesn't stop them from attacking.
They can breathe. Okay. So they are going to breathe. Both of them, both groups that are left, the ones that are restrained and the one that was left fighting, they are going to breathe out and will. This is fun. So you got a group from in front, a group on the one side, 2 cones going in a 15-foot area, so everybody's going to get caught. The only person on the outside that would not be caught or twice is Flicker. Flicker, you're going to get caught once. So you get to make a dexterity saving throw. Everybody else makes a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Is it something that would breathe? Because I don't breathe technically.
It's not breathing. What's happening is they open up their front mandible, and all of a sudden, a jet of high-powered, high-pressured mineral dust and rocks and sand and pebbles, almost like a sandblaster.
Yeah.
Jets out in a cone in front of you.
Oh, damn. Okay, go. Sorry, what was the save? I apologize.
It's a dexterity saving throw for you, and it's a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage for the other 3.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay, so here got an 18.
Why is disadvantage?
Because you're being hit with 2 sprays at once in 2 different directions.
Oh.
Only a 10 for me, unfortunately.
Okay, so that's a fail for you.
So here got an 18.
18 is a pass.
Yeah, I can.
It's half damage.
I got a 15.
That's a pass. It's half damage.
This is gonna hurt.
Where did I put my parts?
Yeah, the saving throw on this is pretty low, surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think this might do me in, but we shall see.
What's that?
Losing dice. Oh, thank you. I forgot I'm a lion, so I need to see if my dex is better with the lion. Yeah, it's about the same. Surprisingly. So, I was at a 14. Did that pass the dex saving throw?
Yes, it does. So half damage.
So how much?
So half is 6. Flicker, take 12.
Ouch.
And it's slashing damage.
It's slashing? Okay. So I take half of that again to 3.
Okay.
So you said 8 damage?
Armor minus
6. Or sorry, you're at 12.
Okay, go. Oh god, that's
they're at 6.
That's not great. I'm not doing well. Flicker looks bent.
Can you be healed by cure wounds?
I assume so, yeah.
Okay.
I was just thinking that.
Okay. That brings us to Flicker, you're actually up.
Okay, who is left?
The entire group on the left, which they're all tied up though, like they're being restrained for another 3 rounds. And then you've got about almost half the amount from the group that was originally came down from above you, and the others are dead.
Okay, give me 1 second to look at something up real quick. I apologize.
Which is the group behind us?
They're dead.
Okay. So is that where my moonbeam was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is.
Yeah, is currently still.
If I were to use Dissonant Whispers, does that target the group of them?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I counted as a group. I counted as all of them.
Okay, cool. I would like to do that then, please, if I could make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
On the half group, like the one from the ceiling, that's kind of half there.
15.
Damn it, survived. Does it take half damage though? I don't believe so. Give me 1 second. I apologize. I should have this down.
Okay.
Come on. There you go. It does take half damage. Okay. Well, it doesn't have to move away at least. But it takes half damage. That's good. Not bad. 7, 10, so fun. Freaking 5 psychic damage. 5 psychic damage.
Okay. Okay, that's
Keep passing the checks.
And that is Seraphil, you're up.
Time to swing the sword. I think that's about as much as I can do. Let me say something. Yeah, that's all. That's all action. So we're just gonna swing a sword. I think. For a natural 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right. Now this one's gonna sting just a little, guys. All right. So 2 plus 2, so that makes it a 4. That's not good. So that's 4 slashing damage, and we're gonna cast this at level 2. So we're gonna do Divine Smite. 8, 3. For a total of 18 damage. I think the first one, it'll be a 4 for slashing, and then the rest is radiant damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Definitely bloodied. So there's not many left. Maybe a quarter of them.
Good to know.
Okay, and that brings us to Zelia.
Okay. Xylea Lion will, if she can reach them, will rip into the nearest non-restrained group.
You can reach
Is that
them.
right?
Yeah. Everybody can pretty much reach everybody at this point.
Okay, so that is a... Wait a minute. Lion. Attack. Was I 10 feet from them? No, that doesn't
can
matter.
be.
Never mind. So 17 to hit.
Hits.
All right, it's making 2 red attacks. So the second attack I'll roll for 2. That is a 24 to hit. So that hits 2. So 2 red attacks. Where's my D8? That's 11 points of damage, radiant damage. Please.
11 points.
Yep. I'm changing my slasher to radiant, which I can do now that I'm level 6.
Okay. Looking really bad. There's one left.
Okay.
Okay. That's 12. And I guess that takes us to the top of the round. That takes us to Zahir. You're up.
So here, I guess it's going to move over to Flicker and heal him.
Ooh, thank you.
It's a second level heal.
Nice.
For 28 points of healing.
Damn. Okay, cool. He is doing just fine. Thank you, sir.
Flicker just got a flick in his step.
Holy cow!
It's like,
Man, that drink. Jesus.
yeah. Okay, so that brings us to them. Unfortunately, the ones that could only breathe didn't roll their recharge on that, so they're SOL. However, the other one decides to breathe, and it will catch the 4 of you as well. So all of you make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, baby. Better than a 10. Better than a 10. That's off the thing. That's better than a 10. Ooh, Louise.
16 for Zelia.
The DC is 13, so everybody knows. So did anybody roll under 13?
No. 19.
Nope.
No.
Holy crap!
That doesn't sound good.
Okay, so you all get half damage, so you all take 9. I rolled an 18. Rolled all 6s. 9 points of slashing damage.
Seraphel gets knocked out.
So Seraphel's down?
I imagine like a rock came flying up out of nowhere, and Seraphel's so engrossed in battle, swinging their sword left and right, that a rock hits him right in the jaw and just knocks them out. Yeah.
Oh,
down.
Okay, so that's 9 points of slashing damage, and they are going to. Where's their movement? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Seraphel, why didn't you lay on hands when you had a moment?
So the group that is really shouldn't say the group. The one left that is really badly hurt moves 15 feet away.
Okay, I will take an attack of opportunity.
No,
I move to Flicker.
Yeah, you don't make an attack of opportunity either way.
Oh,
They use their ability called Skittering Surge, where they can move half speed without provoking any opportunity attacks.
Okay.
I could have been using that all the way along, just like when you hit them with the flame damage earlier. They can actually move 10 feet without provoking an attack of opportunity every time you hit them with flame.
Oh, wow.
I haven't been using that. I wanted to be. I mean, I was going to start using it because I thought this was going to be a walk in the park for you guys, but it was a little bit more of a challenge than I thought. So I just figured, you know what, I'll just leave that alone.
I just kept begging my DC. Like, I couldn't hit with anything, you know? Not fully, anyways.
So that was on 20. So Flicker, you're actually up.
I'll toss a firebolt at them as they run away.
Okay.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, that definitely hits.
There's only one left. So he's trying. It looks like he's trying to climb back up those roots.
I assume that.
Either way.
25 to hit.
Oh yeah.
It's only 1d10, but it's better than nothing. 5 fire damage.
Okay, a charred version of one of these things falls. Falls at your feet. Falls down. So Flicker, and then Seraphel, you're down.
I am.
Okay, so I need you to make me A Constitution saving throw, please.
Just me?
Well, you're down, right? You're unconscious.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Constitution +2 makes it a 21.
Okay.
I love these dice.
You made your Constitution, so you're still unconscious, and you're still only at level 1 exhaustion.
All right.
For now. So we'll figure that out as we go. That was 14, and now we're on to Xylia.
Xylia Lion will bound over to Seraphel and put her nose on him and cast Cure Wounds.
Nice.
Okay.
Sweet.
So
you do the
let me
rolling
see.
there.
I forgot how many.
For Cure Wounds, you said?
Yeah, I forgot what to roll for it.
Base is
If it's at
2d8
level 1.
2d8, right? Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
ability.
Take 19 points of healing.
Nice.
Thank you. Yep. Seraphel is back up. You said 19?
Yep, 19.
All right. 9. Yeah, Seraphel wakes up and they're just like, oh, what happened? I was just
Okay.
swinging my sword.
You're
So
spitting
we're
wrong.
at
Someone must have hit
top
you right
of
in the
the-
temple.
top of the round. That would be Zahir.
I will go to the group that's still restrained.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Got it.
For one more round.
For one more round, yeah. It kept them out of the fight.
Pretty much, yeah. You eliminated them for 9 rounds.
Okay, well, that's a nat 20
Nice.
on the advantage roll. But the,
Oh, yeah.
the numbers are all low.
I'm going to make a Constitution saving throw. Because
18,
you basically have restraint.
because it's doubled. 18 bludgeoning.
You eliminate this group. I mean, they're restrained for this round, and you just let them have it. Like you just bash the crap out of the thing. So I mean, basically coup de grace at this point. They're just, you managed to squish the bugs, and with them out of the way, you now have the rest of the room.
I
All
guess.
the creatures are dead.
They're all dead.
Thank God.
Xylia will drop concentration on the moonbeam and let it dissolve away.
I guess we should look around and see if we find anything in this room besides the big door at the end of the hall.
Okay. So you take some time and you search the room. Make me investigation checks. Anybody who's searching the room.
Absolutely.
I will do mine at disadvantage. since I'm not- Yeah, got nothing.
No, that's not great. Holy crap.
I got a 14.
14. Okay.
15.
15. Okay. Seraphil, what
Now,
did you
this
roll?
might reveal. It might reveal everything to me, but I got a 2. I think that's really good, right?
Well, something does happen on a 2, but that's beside the point.
Oh.
No, hold on.
Yes, what did you roll?
I didn't. I wasn't investigating.
Oh, so you decided not to investigate. Okay,
I
so
was looking at the skitterers instead.
yeah, you're looking at the critters. You don't really find anything other than like rubble and debris. However, you see what looks like a loose plate, Seraphil, and you're investigating your champion. You go to move it, and as you pop it away, it exposes a vent, and a jet of that warm air pressure comes flying out of that vent. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Of course, it's gonna be me. I have nothing on deck. I rolled all right, which is 18. Let me make sure that
Nice.
doesn't affect saving spells. I don't think exhaustion at level 1 affects saving rolls, do they?
I don't know.
For
I don't
exhaustion
think-
level 1, I don't think it affects saving throws. I think it's ability scores and like
Disadvantage on ability checks. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
that's
ability
just
checks and like to hit rolls and shit like that, right? I think
Yeah,
saving
you don't
throws-
get the disadvantage on saving throws until level 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and attack rolls on level 3. Okay, just making sure. I
Yeah.
didn't want to accidentally. But yeah, I got 18.
An 18?
Mhm.
Okay, so you take 5 points of fire damage.
Ow.
Ah, it burns
Burns!
my hair. My beautiful hair that's always immaculate for no reason.
But other than that, you don't find anything.
Okay. Yeah, Seraphil's gonna kind of take a step back, and they're gonna say, it seems that my wounds are a bit grievous. I'm going to take a moment to heal, and I'm just gonna do this off to the side. But if I'm casting a healing spell out of combat, am I allowed to take the full, or do I have to roll still?
You still have to roll. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
You should also have your healing ability as a paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the divine. Oh, lay on hands. That's
lay
what.
on
Right?
hands,
Yeah. I was thinking between cure wounds or lay on hands, but yeah, I think I might do either one. But anyway, I'll roll that on the background. My pencil go. Level 1, 2d8.
So you go down the end of the court or end of the chamber.
Yeah, see if we can get that door open.
Okay, so the chamber ends at this circular. At first, it looks like a door, but it's not. It's a seal. Clearly, it's not meant to be like a passageway door. This is a turn sealed mechanism. You could recognize human. It's like the face of an old machine. There's human repair marks on it and surround it, but the older pieces and the oldest pieces on it are dwarven. There is fitted rings, pressure grooves, ceramic plug sockets, central locking wheel shaped for tools rather than hands. So it's not meant for your hands to grab and turn. It's meant for like tools to be used to get more leverage on it to open. You do feel warm air, however, leaking from the edges of the seal in steady pulses, like breaths in and out, but it's all out. It's just heat, right? This radiating out. Each breath carries with it, though, grit and minerals, the faint smell of deep, wet stone. Pale roots press around the outer ring, not breaking it yet, but testing every weakness of the seal. 3 old root marks are visible beneath the grime. One points east towards Stonefield Rise, one points northwest towards Hearthvale Hold, and one points down and west towards the old transfer tunnels that lead in the direction of the East Reach River. The seal has not fully failed, not yet. Someone who understands it might be able to close it or vent it or open it further. What do you guys do?
Would you say that this door is a damaged construct or an arcane device, perhaps?
I would let you roll Arcana.
Well, just because I have advantage on checks to kind of understand how it functions.
Okay.
As
Yeah,
part
you
of
know
my
what?
background, So,
Take advantage on that, but it's still Arcana.
so high, it's still Arcana. Okay. I actually got a pretty high Arcana. I believe +6.
I'll lift you up so you can reach the rest of the door.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll get a +6 today. So that's good. With advantage, come on, baby, and I'll throw guidance in because what the hell? 2 17s. 17 plus so 23, 24.
Okay. If like you're looking at it, and there you kind of recognize like these pressure responses and strange warmth through the old and how everything works, you're kind of looking at it going, yeah, this was not magic. It's not technically, but definitely something deeper about it. You start to understand if you wanted to reseal this, you understand the sequence on how to do it. If you decided you wanted to try and invent it, you really don't understand a way that you could do that with that roll. And the same thing if you were to decide to like completely open it, it doesn't really say anything, or obviously forcing it, you're not sure what it could do. But the only thing you can determine with that roll with the Arcana is you would know how to reseal it if you chose to.
Okay. Well, that's something at least. Do I get the sense that it's a bad thing that it's like it is something that we shouldn't, or it is dangerous to open?
In other places in these dwarven halls, we've been advised not to break seals.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the dwarven, keep in mind, as far as you guys know, you're supposed to be in the human area, but as you've already identified that, yes, humans work this space, but the older stuff that was here was already dwarven. So this is really old, this seal, and it is starting to fail already. You can feel that warmth. The entire warmth of this whole place that you've been feeling is coming from this one seal. Just the amount of the leakage is causing that problem. Those gray roots and vines that you've encountered that are not part of the bloom heart. These are like a gray. It's kind of like a sickly gray almost hue, and these vines are reaching towards the seal. It's almost like they're trying to find a way in. So again, you're trying to interpret everything. You're just kind of looking at it, and that's what you've put together.
So I would suggest, Cecilia, that we bring in the guys from Hearthville to come assess this and see if they have a way that they can reinforce or get the seal to hold it.
Yeah. Does it look like it can be resealed properly? Or like,
well, yeah, as I say, you have identified Flicker 100%. You know how to go about resealing it.
Okay.
Oh.
Would it require extra help to do that? Like, is it something that we could do ourselves, or would we like
you think that the group of the four of you can pull it off? Yeah.
Okay. I'll suggest to the party that we try to reseal it then, to maintain any leaks, and I'll explain in detail about how to go through that and what to do and whatnot.
So Leah will start cutting the roots away.
So what I need, I'm going to need all of you to make a roll. And you can choose which one of these you do roll. Investigation, Arcana, Mason's Tools, Sleight of Hand, or Athletics. You can pick whichever one you want.
What's it? Sorry, what did you say is here?
I can definitely do Athletics, but I'm not really any good on the rest of those.
I've got a 6 in Arcana.
You don't have to choose, by the way, you don't have to choose different ones. You can, like, all of you can roll the exact same thing if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure.
It's just, I need you all to roll, and I'm going to ask for one at a time. So, Flicker.
Okay. I'll go Arcana again, I guess. Can I use guidance?
You can use guidance, yes.
Good.
Oh, wow, that's a bad roll. 10.
Okay.
With a +6. Ugh.
You're not doing, like, you know what you're doing. You're just not being very successful at it. You're trying. Just not quite going where you thought it would go.
Sure.
Is it here?
I'm going to cast Enhanced Ability at 3rd level for Strength for Athletics.
Okay.
Natural 20 plus 10 is 30.
Okay. So you grab onto that the dial, which is meant, as I said, it's really meant for tools to use for leverage. You start to turn it. It's moving. And it seems like it's getting tighter. Seraphil.
Yep. I got a 22
On
athletics. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so you're doing that here, and it starts to move, and Seraphil jumps over and he grabs the other side of it and starts to wrench it, and it just all of a sudden it goes and you hear, and there's no more warm air coming out.
Seraphil's gonna hold a hand up to Zahir for a high five.
What's you do?
Here I did a 24 on Arcana.
Okay, well that makes it even better, and you realize as they're doing it, as they get it to a resealed spot, with the Arcana, you realized you put like a pin. There was like a pin on a chain hanging over one side, and you stick it into this one thing, and it actually seals so that it doesn't slip or move. But you also do realize with that roll that the actual warm air hasn't completely stopped, but it's so faint now you can hardly notice it at all as you've done it. But this thing is now locked in place. It's not going anywhere. You have determined that this particular section of room, chamber, corridors, all the way back to that original cellar space is recoverable and safe now for workers to come down. Definitely wouldn't be something at risk. Might want to warn them about those critters because they could still be out in the walls somewhere.
Yeah, baby ones could grow up now too.
Yeah, true.
The ones we let out of the jar.
So you have,
The ones you let out of the jar.
That's what I said.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The ones I let
at
out
this
of the jar.
point, each of you is going to take 750 experience points.
Sweet.
Oh dear, I'm going to need my calculator for this one.
You can mark on your sheets that you four have access to a future human transfer tunnel adventure. Again, this is like an area that's controlled very heavily by Hearthvale Hold and Rolven. So because of you performing this task, they're granting you future access to take part. Right. So you do get one of those, like a plate, a metal plate. It's a pressure map plate. It's not really worth much. Maybe 75 gold pieces. An engineer or a scholar might want it. It's really, again, unless you're into like big engineering feats like the dwarves, it really wouldn't be of any value to you, but you do find that down there. You do eventually find this really neat looking key, which as you're kind of exploring and examining actually fit in that vault door as well. As a secondary locking mechanism. But it's actually made out of gold, and it's worth 50 gold pieces.
Nice.
There is a very well crafted dwarven oil lamp for mining. That's just kind of off in the one corner. You find it there. I mean, it's not really of monetary value, but it's just like a cool item. It's an ancient dwarven oil lamp.
Cool.
And I got to go back a little bit because I know you guys passed by the cellar with all those stuff in it. I think it's going to be easier if I cut and paste that list of things that are there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Into
That's
the
what I'm
Discord
most
because,
interested in.
but I can kind of mention what they are as we go through it. Oh, there's an extra little something here too as well.
Especially containers and pots to study whether I can reproduce something like that.
Yeah. There is a clay tablet that has various instructions etched in it, which might help with kiln production or heat production. You do find one of those. There is
Take that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of trinkets, like there's those pipe collars and fittings and all kinds of that random stuff. About 185 gold pieces worth of salvage.
Nice.
You can put that down. 185 gold pieces worth of salvage. And now going back even further. Oh my goodness. I forgot there was a whole thing here. So yeah, just to kind of quickly go over it, like as I said, I'll paste it in the Discord, but there was the mineral preserved olives, olive paste, dried citrus peels, river, all that stuff, dried root meal, crushed reed, grain flour, preserved white beans, dried lentils, hard travel biscuits, reduced nearly to stone, mind you, it's rock hard, preserved figs and dark berry mash, bitter herb bundles wrapped in cloth, garlic and onion braids fossilized, lamp oil. There's actually quite a bit of lamp oil here. There is a large barrel of thick olive oil that has been well sealed. That's meant for preservation of stuff like meat, whatever. There is that pine resin sealant that you've seen used before to help seal things off, made out of pine resin. Where it came from, you don't know because you haven't seen a pine tree here yet. But it's definitely a jar of that. Rendered animal fat packets in ceramic crocks, wax preservation cakes, soot blackened pitch jars, mineral salt, dried medicinal fungus, wrapped charcoal filtration bundles, cloth. The list goes on. It's a big list. There are. There's also the. Well, you kind of open the one jar, but there are 4 other jars that you would need to spend some time role playing to determine what they are. But again, I will post all of this stuff in the MiniAdventures chat on the Discord. And I want to take a moment to thank the viewers out there that have watched live. Also, for those of you that tune in after the fact and are watching this recorded on YouTube. Again, we do stream YouTube, Twitch, and Kick under Deacon's Table. So, again, all these links are available if you do the lnk.bio/Deacon's Table. We've had someone already mention in the Discord that they would like to become part of the community and support. That link to our Discord community is found at that website address. It'd be the top link in there of all the socials. In the meantime, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, and hit the little bell icon for notifications. Normally, we do stream, or I try to do one of these mini adventures per week. Not always guaranteed, but I try for them. We also do our Thursday night Southern Expanse pirate game, which is in the same setting, same world setting, just different location. Obviously, this is the island of Thalos Reach. The group is getting to some pretty interesting facts about Thalos Reach that they're starting to figure out some clues. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Join us in the Discord. Become part of the community. Become part of this world. It's a living world. You actually can help contribute to it. We really appreciate you, and I really appreciate the 4 of you for joining me this evening for this tale of the Hollow Olive Cellar. Again, hopefully it's opening some ideas in your head of what may be here or may have happened here, or how old things really are here. Why this island perhaps is so isolated and so divided as they are. You're not sure, but things are starting to come together. There's a few people you think the founders know a lot more than they're letting on. And Thalera, obviously, people are starting to put together that she obviously knows a lot more than what she lets on, because she opened the Bloomheart portal in Stonevale, which allows now for people and goods to go back and forth between Silvervale and here, and Taishi Hero Empire in here as well. So just there's a lot of things that are opening up and discovered. So again, thanks everybody, and we will see you next time. And until then, may all your rolls be critical, not just a 20, but also that 1, because a 1 can be just as much fun, especially for the DM. Just saying. Bye for now, guys. See you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.